It's like that morning, Christmas morning, the presents have been opened, you're looking around at your Bounty, and it's pretty amazing when the Bounty is a bunch of Ford GTs. Tell us about these vehicles, Dennis.
Well, this is the all-new 2018 model Ford GT. It was designed to win Le Mans 2016, and they took it over to Le Mans. They finished first and third and fifth. And so they took it over there and won with this car. And then now they've made it a street legal car that you can actually drive with the horsepower of the same car that won Le Mans. So it's just absolutely a beautiful car. It's got all the features that you would expect in a luxury car. And it's really kind of fun. If you watch the door real quick.
Yeah, this is super fun. Watch this.
So, and then maybe we get a shot and it says GT on the dashboard. It tells you, it reminds you that you're driving a GT performance car, just so that you can see what it's doing. And it's so much fun to drive, and they're here. They just arrived a couple of weeks ago, and we put them on the side. Let me just shut that door real quick. Sounds like
I don't know if we could see this here. Watch this window, guys.
Okay.
It goes all the way.
Yeah.
Why does it do that?
Well, it's got such a vacuum to keep it quiet. It actually has to let the window down with the air to escape the car and then close.
Look at that technology. That is amazing.
Believe it or not, your new Mustangs do that as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
A lot of cars do that.
So there's a number of vehicles that are here as well, and they're only going to be here for a very limited time this weekend.
Well, we're going to show them all the way up through 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and 6, 7 o'clock tonight we'll show them. And then we got the GT350Rs over here, and you can see that particular car. And then we go around, we've got an AC Shelby Cobra sitting on the other end, and there's 4 different 2005, 2006 Ford GTs that were built for, and these are cars that we own. I mean, I have one, Paul Perea has one, Benny Martinez has one, and Jim Guthrie has one, and they've been gracious enough to bring them in for this display. You see the 1966 CTS 350. This is a spinoff of one of the other cars sitting in here, and that particular car they've redesigned and rebuilt, and it's in here to show. And there's a lot of technology built in, and just behind it is the Raptor pickup and also 650 horsepower street truck, kind of a fun truck over there. And then when you come around, you'll actually see a 2008 Ford GT 500 KR built by Carroll Shelby. That's a 2016, 500 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque. Just an absolute wonderful driving car, and just a lot of fun. There's a lot of horsepower. We'd like to invite everybody down today from 11 o'clock till close, and then of course we'll have the cars on display again all day Saturday from 9 to 7.
So you're obviously, again, this is going to be wrapping up the 57th anniversary celebration you guys have been doing all month long. We have had Bigfoot out here. You have had all sorts of big parties going on. How does it feel to be 57 years bringing great Ford cars and trucks to Albuquerque?
Well, you know, it's so exciting. Mr. Richardson, when he built the store and bought the store, there was not a Mustang. And then 64.5 came along and Mustang came along. And ever since then, this store has been an enthusiast for new technology, new horsepower, new types of racing cars. You know, Focus has an RS that produces 335 horsepower. And we just love testosterone type horsepower. and then, of course, the driving cars. If you haven't driven a Ford, you've got to come by and look at the technology, because with these new EcoBoost engines and the fuel efficiency that they derive, and also the technology and safety built into these cars, they're phenomenal. You're always invited. Special edition cars and trucks all weekend long, too. That ends tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
Fantastic. Well, Dennis, we appreciate you spending so much time with us this morning and letting us be among the first to see it here. You guys are among the first to see it in New Mexico. Very exciting. Again, Rich Ford, Lomas and Wyoming in Albuquerque. Come out, help them wrap up the 57th anniversary celebration. Always a pleasure, Dennis.
Thanks for being here.
I know it's tough work hanging out with me in the morning, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it wasn't that tough.
We'll send it back to you in the studio.
It is tough work. Don't lie, Dennis. We know. All right. Thank you, Chad.